Hello, I'd like to talk to you about a very important thing, at least I consider it's a very important thing. That is the cutting of the etheric ribbons. I'm here in Japan teaching my students how to do just that. But I'd like you to understand that throughout your life, you have, from the very beginning of being born, made many hundreds of ribbons with hundreds of people that you've met in your life. So on this video, I'd like to give you a little bit of insight into what exactly the ribbons are. When we think about ourselves, we know we're hot. We know we put energy out. We can hear our heartbeat. And we can say to ourselves, I know I'm alive because I can feel myself generating energy. And of course, I'm thinking, so I'm producing a lot of energy from my brain. But what we don't realize is that we share that energy with absolutely everyone we meet. Now, some people are very psychic and they use psychometry to feel the energy coming at them from other people. But the truth is, we're all psychic. But if we don't have parents, teachers, models who talk about it, then we have no idea where this sense of energy coming at us is coming from. We might blame the weather, or we might think it's something to do with electrical impulses from the TV or something like that. But actually what's happening is we're getting energy from other people. Now, you may have heard some people talking about the fact that there are what they call, in quotes, little quotes here, psychic vampires. People come and take your energy away from you. Well, in a way, they are. But they're not just sucking energy from you. What they're actually doing is playing a game with you. And that game goes on between you and them because you've made a ribbon with them. So let's talk about when you're born. You have an umbilical cord that ties you to the afterbirth and through the afterbirth to your mother. And of course, once you pop out into this world, it's cut. And yes, you're on your own, but not really, because it's not long before mom is holding you in her arms, feeding you, washing your body, and doing all the things that need to be done for you. And in that time, you are sensory to the energy around you, especially mom, because she's familiar. So you begin to build what we call an etheric body. So what is an etheric body? It's energy that you generate by your existence. Little babies, they gain a lot of attention. Everyone's going, ooh, aren't you beautiful? And of course, during that time, in your innocence, you're very open and very receptive to receiving that energy. At the same time, you have 200 billion cells in your brain working so hard for you to learn so quickly in the first 2 years of your life that during that time you're monitoring, you're listening, you're looking, you're feeling, you're hearing, you're touching, you're exploring everything. And while you're doing that, there are people in your environment who are saying to you, that's a good child, or no, you're not such a good child. And little by little, you learn to control your energies. But while you're doing that, you're actually making these etheric ribbons with the people who mostly impress you. Now, that doesn't mean that it has to always be your mother and your father. Could be grandma, auntie, uncle, a sibling even. Whoever you're joining with and seeming to believe and trust and share with in some physical, tactile way, you're going to make etheric ribbons with. And if you have a deep sense of love for them, it's going to last you a lifetime. But the problem is, we don't stay the same. We grow up and we have different ideas. We meet different people. We do all sorts of things. And suddenly one day we find ourselves saying, I don't agree with my sibling or my mother anymore. Or, My father's too strong or too dominant for me these days. I'm an adult now. Why am I still nervous of my father or my mother? Or why do I have to say something to prove to them how adult I am? Well, whatever it is that you're going through in some way, what you're really telling yourself is that your etheric ribbon that you've had going backwards and forwards between you and them, playing this game of baby and mummy and daddy, has come to an end. Yes, I know people who are 50 and 60 years old who are still being controlled by their parents who are 70 and 80 years old, and they don't like it. And the thing is, no one's told them about cutting the etheric ribbon. So how do you cut it? Well, of course, the best way is to be in meditation, scan your body for it, look for it, see where it is, cut it emotionally, mentally, and physically by wanting to, and then saying to yourself, I'm free of the old games we've played along this cord, ribbon, whatever you want to call it. And now I'm absolutely free as an individual to go out into the world, make new cords with new people. So what I'd like to do here is to help you cut yourself from many of the cords that you don't need anymore. Now you might say, but I need to be attached to my mum and dad. Well, of course you do. But you'll build new ones with them. Same with your family members, friends, and so on. But what about all those people that you have met through your life, like little schoolmates you played with when you were 5 and 6, that you can't even remember their names? Or in upper school, college, work jobs you had that you've long left and don't even really remember much about those people. Do you have ribbons with them? Well, of course you do. You've made ribbons with them because you've been in some way in harmony with them during that period of time in your life. And here you are, all these years later, still joined to them. Sometimes people we've known in the past pull on us along those ribbons. We don't know it's them, not consciously, but we suddenly feel drained and tired, and we wonder why, because we're not worried, we're doing fine. But suddenly we feel emotionally as though the world has come to an end. And again, we don't know why. At this particular time in this world, there are a lot of people who are depressed. They're emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually depressed. Now, whether they've been in a traumatic situation, such as war, a car accident, having surgery, something like that, we can justify feeling miserable and depressed. But what if you're feeling miserable and depressed and you have nothing going wrong with you? Your life is wonderful. Where's it coming from? Well, I assure you, it's probably coming along those ribbons from someone, or many people maybe, that you have known throughout the years who are still attached to you and who are sharing themselves in some way, their misery, their pain, their suffering, whatever it is that they've been going through, it's being sent along that ribbon to you. How is it sent? Impulses of energy, rather like electricity. You can't really see it, but it's happening. And your brain knows that because your brain processes everything by absolutely listening to vibration, sound, resonation, intonation. So it's not only the people in the past that you've known, but also the people that you're meeting today. Some of those people may be making ribbons with you, and maybe you don't want them to. So what I'd like to do with you now is to help you cut the ribbons. And don't worry, because you can always make new ones. Why? Because your heart wants to, because your mind wants to, because your lower self wants to belong to other people. So let's start. I'd like you to sit back in your chair, Of course, you can look at me if you want to, but I think you'll enjoy it if you shut your eyes. So sit back in that chair, take a deep breath, breathe all the way in and out. That's it. And allow yourself to just let go of today. So no matter what's been happening, it doesn't matter right now. Just empty your mind of issues. Empty your mind of associations with family and friends. We don't have to focus on any one particular person tonight. All we have to do is let yourself be and follow my advice. Follow my guidance. Take a deep breath. Breathe all the way in. That's it. Hold your breath for a minute and slowly breathe out. Don't rush it. Take your time. Let's do that again. Breathe all the way in. Hold it. And this time allow every muscle in your body to relax and slowly, slowly, slowly breathe out. I want you to know that with every breath you take, you're allowing yourself to relax a little bit more. Your brain needs oxygen, and so the more breaths you take, the more oxygen you get into your brain. So let's take one more deep breath. Breathe in. Hold it. That's it. And slowly breathe out. Very good. Now, in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine you're like a teddy bear. You've got hairs all over your body, and you're used to it. But now it's time to clean off all those ribbons. Some of the hairs may be a little thicker than others, but we won't worry about that, because what I want you to have in your hand is an amazing imaginary giant shaver. That's it. Imagine you have a giant shaver. It has a long handle. It can reach anywhere you want it to reach. And what we're going to do now is to begin shaving all your hair so that you become bald. Right, so begin to shave all your hair off in your mind's eye as you shave off every hair on your head. So you are cutting etheric ribbons from all the thoughts that you've had that have connected you to thousands of people around the world, including your mother, your father, your siblings, your extended family, your friends, your associates, TV stars, movie peoples. Oh, it goes on. Don't worry about who it is. Just shave your head. That's it. And because this shaver is magic, it does it very quickly. So even as you imagine it, it's happening. Because your brain can work very quickly. In fact, it works faster than the speed of light. So even as you're listening to me, you're almost bald already. And as you begin to see that all your hair is gone, I want you to become aware that you have fine hairs all over your body. So take that magical shaving and shave all over your face, even your eyelashes. Isn't that funny? Around your ears, down around your neck, back and front, sideways, along your shoulders. You'll notice already you're becoming lighter and brighter because you've cut so many threads that are in fact ribbons that you made throughout your life. And now let yourself shave down your back, that long handle. You reach everywhere, right into the crooks and cracks of your body, under your armpits, down, round your privates, and on around your front. Yes, it's got a wide head, so it does a lot of area all at once. Every hair on your back front, chest, arms. Even as you think about it, it cuts them, freeing you from all those people that you've been tied to for so long. People you've forgotten, people you don't know anymore. And shave on down, across your waistline, around your sides, down around your belly, round the lower back. That's it, doing well. And shave right in front, around your privates again, and on down, around your legs, back and front, inside. And of course, don't forget, down to your lower legs, round sides, and on down to your toes, even to your tippy toes, in between your toes. That's it. You're feeling very naked now, but you're not vulnerable. No, in fact, you're becoming stronger because you're beginning to realize that you have your own energy flowing. No one's taking it. You're not losing energy. I'd like you to take a deep breath now, all the way in and out, and just check your arms. Maybe you want to shave your arms a little, even down to your fingertips. Yes, everywhere is clean. No more hairs. Naked as the day you were born. Now, take a deep breath all the way in and say to yourself, I am free. Good. Now say to yourself, I am free to build new ribbons with those I love. Very good. And now say to yourself, I am free to make new friends. Good. And now say to yourself, I am free to go wherever I want to go. Very good. Take that deep breath again and think about what you've just said. You're giving yourself permission to be the adult, to make simple, easy choices. Take another deep breath all the way in. Hold it. And feel that spiritual energy of the oneness charging you, rejuvenating you. It's the energy you forgot you came in with when you were born. The energy of your spirit. Strong, powerful, independent. Keep breathing in and out. Feel the chi of your life. That's it. With every breath you take, and you do have to breathe every day, you become more powerful, stronger, independent, free to make choices. So any negativity that you've had is dissipating. Let it go. Be positive. Say to yourself now, learning is easy. I can do anything I set my mind and heart to do for the goodness of myself and others. That's very good. That's a promise you make to yourself. And a promise kept is wonderful. Take another deep breath and say your name. Yes, your name is your personal power. Feel it. Feel the vibration of your name. I want you to know that whenever you write your name, speak your name, hear your name, you will find yourself very happy, very content, full of peace, feeling very safe. That's very good. And now, I'm going to ask you to count yourself awake with me. We're going to count from 1 to 5 together. And when you hear 5, you'll open your eyes. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. You feel like you want to wake up, come out of this meditation, and you feel so safe. Learning is easy. And coming on up 4, you're ready to wake up, your eyes are free. And 5, eyes open, wide awake. Look at me. Repeat after me. I am free and independent. Choice is easy. I can go anywhere. I can do anything. I am positive. I love myself. And I love all the things I can do. I can share all that I am with everyone else. I'm safe. That's very good. Now say again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My eyes are open and I am wide awake. Say it firmly like that. That's very good. Now, I want you to close down because obviously we don't want to go out into the world all vulnerable and light and bright and have everyone suck us again and end up feeling miserable again. So what are we going to do? We're going to close the chakras. So I would like you to imagine on top of your head here is a large daisy. And daisies, you know, they close up at night. So it's going up to look like a tulip. And you say, close. What that basically means is you're saying to the world, I'm not talking right now, I'm only communicating with my spirit guides and oneness. That's very good. So say close. All right, put your hands down. And now for your forehead, frown. Say close and relax. For your throat, swallow. That's it, close. For your heart, breathe in. And as you breathe out, close. That's it. Now for your tummy muscles here, pull that, stretch up your spine. Pull these muscles in, the ab muscles in. You'll feel a little bit of tension. That's where you say close. And then relax the muscles. And you'll feel that tension still there. That means you're protected. Good. Now, your base chakra, you're sitting on it. Clench all your private parts together. Tighten them up. Say close. Relax. Now, I'd like you to put your hand on your back side like I'm doing here and put your right hand on the other side. So we have the left rear, right front. Now I'll see if I can move this forward a bit so you can see me there. Now what we can do is make circles backwards and forwards like this until the solar plexus here gets very hot. So we're going to do that. And you'll take your time doing this. I'm already hot here. So now I know I've balanced this spleen chakra. That's it. Take a deep breath. Feel the warmth in the solar plexus area. And when you do, stretch your hands down to your side like me and say close. Now, you should feel wonderful. I hope you do. And you know what? You can do me a big favor by sharing this with everyone that you know needs help. And guess what? Everyone needs to cut the ribbons so we can start afresh and begin life anew. So please share this on Facebook or any other social network around the world so that we can begin to help the world heal. Please let me know how you like this. Do write to me at drmargaretrvc@gmail.com. Thank you for trusting me to help you. Bye bye.